So, hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Tommy. This is an interview for Elexu, and today we have Antiqu'e today.
Hello.
There are so many stuff I want to ask you, but I had a listen. I think people that listen to your music, they can tell really quick that you have a very soulful voice.
Yeah.
It was very inspiring and calming while I was listening to your songs.
Yeah.
So there are some things I would like to ask you today, and probably in your own words you can tell us your story, a few things about you.
Yep.
So it's kind of strange because I've never really heard somebody with this name, Antiqu'e, with the apostrophe. So tell us, what does it mean? Is there any meaning behind the name?
Antique means, for me, something which is exclusive and sort of ancient. It's been around for a long time, but also it means it has sentimental value to the person who owns it or admires it or likes it, and it's got money value as well, but then it can be priceless. So do you get what I mean? But for me, Antique, what I stand for is I have to have a message behind whatever I do, because I write from my heart and my soul, and it just means lyrically long-lasting worth, because I feel that an antique has long-lasting worth. So
evergreen messages, right? Evergreen messages, evergreen music. I think this is what most people strive for, or they end up making mainstream music.
I know, but you know what? I think like there's nothing wrong with that, because being an artist, you should be able to be versatile, but still, because I want to make mainstream music as well as a songwriter and write for other people, and maybe even do some stuff of my own, but I will still stick to the core of what I do. Like, it will be based on my experiences and my messages, and it will be in there, even though it will be quite mainstream if I do go on to doing stuff like that. So yeah.
It's quite interesting, and it's very interesting that your background is quite different. What do you study in the university, and how did it help? You studied law.
Yeah.
Did it help at all with what you're doing right now? It's still different.
Yeah, it did help, because obviously you need to know about contracts, and it's good to know the law in everyday life and be able to apply it, and it helped my mind open to certain things and look at things from different perspectives. I guess obviously when I was studying, when my dad died, it kind of it just happened that I went in a different direction. It was like the worst day and the best day of my life when that happened, because if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't have diverted and, you know, expressed and been writing and stuff, so I wouldn't be here today doing what I do.
So basically you gave up, you kind of gave up law
That
because
path,
of this day, this occasion.
Yeah, because after it happened, I got really depressed, and it started affecting things, and then I started to think about, hang on, what makes me happy? And I don't want to be unhappy in life, because life's too short to waste. And I just started pursuing something that I have a passion for, that I love, and that makes me feel better. And it basically was my therapy. And I didn't even start writing to become a musician. I just expressed how I felt, and that was it. And then it was like a knock-on, rolling kind of, like, that event leaded to the next event, not showcase event, but just the sequence of events. And then the next minute I was just on stage and recording and all kinds of stuff like that.
Obviously you tried too hard to be on stage. What?
My poetry as well, because I do spoken word. So I like to, because Jill Scott is someone that, when my father died, I started getting into like neo-soul music, and I found it very like inspirational and very it's like soulful and uplifting. And Jill Scott was someone that has inspired me a lot, because I do like to mix my spoken word and my singing and things like that.
It's quite interesting. I always believe that for somebody to do the spoken word thing, it's really a mental game. You need to have very strong inspirations and feelings about what you do, and passion. So I don't really understand it. So I really admire people that can do that. So mainly your inspirations, more or less. What do you drive this creative energy from?
just within myself, it's like part of me. It's like my soul, isn't it? It's just the energy. If that makes sense.
It does make sense, obviously, for people that create something.
Yeah, it's just
they cannot describe it.
It's just feelings and emotions. Emotions is something that really drives me, and my emotions, like just letting out my emotions. 'Cause I don't like to harbour things, because I've realised from my experience that, you know, if I do harbour those emotions, it's just going to eat me up.
All right. So yes, writing music is a way to express, release this energy, everything else that you've accumulated, all the experience and the feelings you've accumulated
it's my therapy.
So far. Right.
It's basically my therapy.
So it does help.
Yeah, well, it's real to me. Like everything that I am, who I stand for, and what I do, my messages, like they're all real experiences. That video that you watched, Velvety Line, that experience is a real experience.
I really love the story and the video. It all created a really nice context, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. That experience is real to me. Like I've been through that, and domestic violence where I was with a partner, a boyfriend, who, you know, I went through a situation like that with, and I just expressed it in my music. And people, I find, always come up to me saying, I can really relate to that, and I've been through that, and you're so inspiring. And it wasn't really something that I set out to say, right, I'm going to be this inspiring person. It just happened so that it happened like that, because of me being real and true to myself. Yeah.
I know. I mean, you cannot really force, you know, like people to relate to what you do. You know, if what you do is real, people are always trying to find a way to connect. We're really good at this, you know, as human beings. We're always trying to find similarities, or we try to connect with situations. So, yeah, if what you do is coming out of your heart, then I guess people will get touched by it.
Yeah, you have to be. I feel, for me, I have to be true to myself, and it's really for the benefit of me. Well, it started out like that, but then it was for the benefit of others as well. So it was like a give and take kind of thing, but it was more just for me to get through what I was going through, and that's just come out.
Anyways, music is something that evolves along the way, along with your character, with your experiences, right? And you might start for some reasons, like creating music to take a burden out, but then you might make other people's life better.
Yeah, I always say
it creates a purpose.
Basically, like the butterfly symbol, it stands for the pain that I've turned into something beautiful. Because if you think about a butterfly and the metamorphosis, it's like a vulnerable little caterpillar. Then it goes into like a cocoon, and I had to go within myself and self-develop in all different types of areas of myself. And then now it's like I'm flying, like my wings are spread and I'm flying.
This is why you have so many butterflies. Like here, like the glasses, and right here.
Yeah,
it's full of. I was thinking, what are the butterflies for?
I just love them. I just think like they represent beauty for me, and the pain that I've turned into beauty, and so something beautiful, because I am beautiful.
Yes, you are. I mean, is this like your logo, your symbol? Where you try to put energy on, like the butterfly?
Yeah, my logo of my workshops that I do, because I do inspirational, creative awareness workshops. I use my my art or my creativity and expression to address different situations or topics that I will raise awareness about, i.e. domestic violence, bereavement and depression, because there's things that I've been through, and who am I, because I've just been on this journey to find out who am I. So I have the logo, it's a butterfly, it's a one-winged butterfly, and it just represents that everyone can be at different stages, and they just need the tools to fulfill their full potential and spread both of their wings. So
aren't you afraid that somebody might see like the half butterfly as something negative?
No, because sometimes it depends how you look at things in life. Yeah.
I wish you gave me that answer. That's
sometimes,
really something.
A butterfly, it appears to be on having one wing because it's closed, but as soon as it opens, it's got two. You see what I mean? So it just depends which angle you're seeing it from, and everyone has different eyes. Everyone sees things differently, and it's just about changing your perception and stuff like that. So
I can really tell what people relate to your music. I mean, you're telling us really great inspiration nuggets, you know. And I get, you told me that you're doing like workshops and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I've just started doing workshops. I've got a workshop tomorrow as part of Believe UK on their leadership program. So I'm going to be working with other like young females as well to inspire, basically. Yeah. Create, you know, the future leaders and build confidence and self-esteem and all kinds of things like that. So yeah.
So I guess that through these workshops, you're meeting so many people and they're asking you questions all the time about how do I deal with this, how do I deal with that?
Not really, because what I provide is like food for thought. So it kind of gets you thinking about things. Like, for example, my one, who am I?
Can you tell us a story about a person that asks you something and you help them go through this thing?
Well, I've done a workshop. I've done a workshop with people aged 24 up to like 50. It was through the work program through the job centre, and I piloted one of my sessions on who am I, and there was like 3 women in there that I was talking, and it was like they just broke down, and all I was looking at was kind of like, you know, your choices, your environment, positive thinking, like having a positive mentality, your mind frame, the steps basically to consider to get you to fulfill your goals and your aspirations. And the workshop can be applied to different scenarios. It's not just work related, it could just be you, or it could be relationships or anything. And I don't know, they just broke down, and that really made me feel like, whoa, is that how much like power I have? Not power over them, but just power to like tap in to people and help them to realize certain things, because obviously they broke down because it touched something that they felt that they need to address. And
you triggered something inside of them.
And they came back to me and they was like, do you know what, I really appreciated the session, and I just felt so inspired, and I just think I want to do this, and I need to do that, and it just makes me feel, I don't know, I just feel buzzing, like I just feel, it just makes me feel good. So yeah,
that's great. I'm getting your energy right now, and you're very passionate about it.
Yeah, I am.
I love it. It's quite rare to find people in this world that are truly passionate about things. So
sometimes it can be a bit of a weakness for me though, because where I'm so real,
passion is strength and weakness at the same time.
I know,
you know
it's
that.
like where I'm so real and I'm just me. It's like I can expect everyone else to be like that, and they're so not. And it's just a shame that people ain't. I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I really do care, and I really do have a passion, and I'm really a real person, and that's all I can be, and I'm not going to change for anyone else. So yeah,
that's a great quote. Is there anything else? What are the things that you're really passionate about? So except for communicating with people and getting deep inside their hearts.
I like swimming.
Like swimming.
Yeah, I think swimming's amazing. Sometimes I lie on my back and I'm like that, and I think I'm a butterfly.
Here we go with the butterfly again. All right, the butterfly. We're really passionate about butterflies. That's...
Yeah, I am. I like swimming. I like art. I like going to the theatre. Oh my god, I've been to the theatre like 4 or 5 weeks in a row, every Sunday. I just love art and culture, and I like to experience things. Like, I don't watch TV, so I like to experience things around me and the world around me. Yeah, that's what I'm passionate about.
That's quite strong. If you can create experiences, people will never forget what you're doing. You know, just singing and just like doing the spoken word, it's nothing. If you create an experience for people, this is where people immerse in it, you know, and you start triggering their past, you know, like experience or everything else. You know, in a really good way. I think we're gonna see your name around. Personally, I will try to find where your gigs are, you know, and come and see and experience this thing. What
you should. I've got a gig on Sunday. with it's Believe Girls Rock. Me and my guitarist gonna be down there. Yeah, just check it out.
So definitely I will.
Yeah,
But there is
the 18th. Don't forget.
The 18th of August. All right.
Yeah.
A question. So they told me that you wanted to have this interview, especially today, like this very day.
Yeah.
So why is that?
It's my dad's birthday. Every year since he's died, since I've started music, I've made sure that I do something musical on that day because I feel that my dad died and gave me a gift in passing. It was like that was his gift, that was his purpose before he left this earth, to give that to me. So I like to celebrate it in that way. So yeah.
I would be really proud to have you as a daughter. That's for
Thank
sure.
you.
It's really great.
Oh,
I mean, I can surely tell that people will have to come and see you playing live in order to get some more out of this very emotionally rich world that you're projecting out.
yeah.
So yeah, just check her out, Antiqu'e.
Yeah.
Really a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Definitely going to talk more.
Thank you.
I wish I would have more time to ask you even more questions, but I think you have to show us a little bit of your craft and play a couple of acoustic songs.
Thank you. Thank
Right.
you. Yeah,
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with what you do.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
And cheers, everybody.
Bye.